Hi, everybody. I wanted to jump on here really quickly and talk about Shantel Jackson. Now, if you don't know who that is, she is the ex-girlfriend of Nelly. And they had some reality TV show back in the day. I believe it was on BET. It was Chantel living with Nelly and then all of Nelly's children, because some of his children he's raising from his sister who had passed away from cancer. Now, if you remember right around that time, a lot was going on between Nelly and Chantel because Chantel had been engaged to Floyd Mayweather. Now, according to the rumors, Floyd had broke up with Chantel and he didn't expect it to be a final breakup. So he was devastated when she moved on very quickly to the rapper Nelly. And let's not forget, Chantel had to sue, okay? People had to sue Floyd Mayweather, as in, shut the hell up, stop talking about us, I'm over you, I want nothing to do with you. So she went and got that famed attorney, you know, the one that always works for free, Gloria Allred, because she wanted no parts of Floyd, okay, no parts. She was all into Nelly. And if you watch the TV show, she was like, oh, I can't wait to get married, we should get married, you know, I love you so much, we should get married. And he was like, one day maybe, I'm not sure. And she even went engagement shopping for a ring, get this, people, by herself, okay? Don't you need the man with you that wants to propose to you? She went by her damn self.
Nelly and I have been together almost 3.5 years now, and I'm not trying to rush it, but it never hurts to do a little ring shopping.
Okay, $200,000. Yes, hopefully this time.
Sad. I mean, this is just sad. You go ring shopping for yourself? I mean, doesn't that scream he's just not that into you? But if that wasn't enough, he cheated on her about 3 to 4 times during their, I don't know what, courtship, whatever it's called. He was a cheater, okay, people? I mean, he just kept cheating on her until she came up with the bright idea, I'm just going to break up with him, and that way he'll miss me. She had no idea that, you know, he might meet Ashanti again. Yes, people, you heard me correctly. Ashanti had came back into his life. They had dated, I think about 10 years, almost a whole decade. And Ashanti calls Nelly her true love. I mean, that's why you don't play head games with relationships. Either you want to be with that person or you don't. You don't break up with somebody just to see if they'll miss you, because what if they don't? And didn't you learn anything from Floyd Mayweather that did the same thing to you? And when I tell you guys that Chantel was devastated that he had gotten back with Ashanti, she was devastated. I made a video about it. Take a look at this. Hi, everybody. I wanted to jump on here really quickly and talk about what went down this weekend between Ashanti, who is Nelly's current girlfriend, and Shantel Jackson, who is Nelly's ex-girlfriend. Cheating rumors first came out that Nelly had an affair with this woman. The woman ended up saying that he SA'd her. Still, Chantel, she wasn't fake. She stood by his side. She came out and she was like, I know he effed up. We're dealing with that in our relationship, and to rebuild it and find trust again. Having to go through all of this publicly is the worst feeling ever. And but she realized it was a lot. She couldn't take it anymore. So she said that when she broke up with Nelly, she didn't mean break up. She meant a break. Now, I don't understand women who do this either. Either you're going to be with him or not. She was thinking if she could break up for him for a while, he will realize what he's missing. But on the break, he found out, Ashanti's on a break too. So let us give it a second chance. Well, I feel it's obvious that he loves Ashanti. So according to the rumors, Chantel is brokenhearted. And so this weekend, she started posting, shall I say, risque videos and pictures of herself. And this is the worst thing that can happen, you guys, when the chat gets involved, okay? They're saying she's trying to seduce Nelly into, remember how good this was? Don't you miss me? Don't you miss me? Let me put this up here.
What's she doing?
Now, that's not the original music. I couldn't play the original music, so I used a sample from "Stun a Girl," which she said we can use. "Stun a Girl" from Baddies. So the fans in the chat are saying she's doing this because she's trying to get to Nelly. So she's posting these risque things here, and then that is kind of risque.
Run up on me, I ain't gonna stop you. But them bitches only want you cause I got you.
So she posted with another song. And in this song, she's saying, you know that no other woman can fulfill you like I did. But she put the words up there and the chat went crazy. Girl, that's Ashanti's man. Leave him alone. He don't want you. He don't want you. If he wanted you, he would be with you. But anyway, so everybody goes in uproar, reads the words. The words can be very she said that no one gets as wet as she does. Well, so the chat put a stop to it. They ran over to Ashanti and was tweeting her, oh, she's trying to get your man. She's trying to talk to your man. Do I think that Chantel was talking to Nelly? I do. We hear about how you miss him, but stop. Just stop, Chantel. Anyway, so Ashanti wasn't having it. So Ashanti responded. So I only can play a certain amount of the clip, but she says, you're desperate, you're looking for attention, and you're a B.
Yeah, bitch!
Now, that was just a couple of months ago. Since then, things have gotten worse. We find out that Nelly and Ashanti are actually married. And not only that, Ashanti is actually pregnant right now, meaning her and Nelly are expecting their first child together. But for whatever reason, you can tell that Chantel is still missing Nelly. Now, I hate to be mean to Chantel because I think she's beautiful and I know her heart is broken. But girl, he's not thinking about you. What part don't you get? Anyway, she came out yesterday allegedly cleaning up the rumor saying that Nelly did not break up with her. She broke up with him. But just look at her face. This girl is still in pain.
Think or have this make-believe story. I left because I wanted initially, I guess, space to see maybe will the space bring us back together, or do I need this space because I just need to rip off that Band-Aid. So, and initially I wanted the space or the break to rip that Band-Aid off. So, but no, like no ill will, nothing bad. Just sometimes people don't work out. People grow apart. Like sometimes one person might want to be still in the situation and the other person is like, this isn't working. It happens, you know? Right, it just didn't work out. And that is all good.
Poor thing. I really do feel bad for Chantel. I don't even think she's aware of the fact that what she was saying wasn't matching her face expressions. She was saying, I left him because it just wasn't meant to be. But then her face expressions looked like she was going to cry any minute. I mean, without a doubt, Chantel is crossing over into Tiffany Haddish situation. You know how Tiffany always keeps talking about Common, even though he's with Jennifer? And right now, I'm in my early 50s, and I'm going to say something that my mother told me a long time ago. And maybe this will help some women that just really, I don't know the word, just pine over a man. Like they have to have this man. But my mother used to say, the best way to get something that you really, really want is to not want it. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the best advice my mother ever gave me. The best way to get something you really, really want is to not want it. When I was dating Perry, marriage was the last thing on my mind. Okay, I was just taking life as it came. If it worked out, cool. If it didn't, that meant it was time for me to move on. When I started blogging, I never said to myself, I'm going to be the best blogger there is. I did what I wanted to do, and if you guys watched it, cool. And if you didn't, so what? You just didn't feel it. I feel like every woman has to take on this attitude, because if not, you're going to be looking like Shantel. We feel sorry for her. Girl, he's about to be a new father, and you are still talking about him. I mean, really, is Ashanti going to have to sue you like you did Floyd? Girl, I mean this in the most respectful way. Please move on. Move on. He's not the person for you. Now, I hope I'm not being too hard on Shantel. She's a pretty girl. You can get a lot of other men. Shoot, just go to another rap concert. They'll start coming up to you. But as far as that specific rapper, Nelly, no. Hands off. At least that's what I think. You guys let me know in the comments section. Do you have any advice for Shantel? Am I overreacting? Did she look like she was still hurting and still wanting him? And finally, why do you think she's still talking about this? Until next time, bye for now.